What is going on, bro dogs and no cats? It is obsoleteXeo playing some free-for-all here on Village using the Scar, I do believe, was the silencer and holographic sight. This was actually recorded quite some time ago. I just haven't been playing too much Call of Duty recently. The school year is winding down. Have finals coming up and some other things been active. And so just speeding through here pretty quick using my beautiful theater skills. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Minecraft, a little more so than Call of Duty recently. I don't know, maybe for convenience sake. It's not because I don't really enjoy Call of Duty. And in fact, I'm going to make this my follow-up to my first impressions video. I'll have a link in the description and an annotation on screen taking you to that video, which was probably a couple days after release, and that basically gave my first impressions. And here I wanted to talk about my follow-ups to that, and it really hasn't changed. I would say a few things: that I initially didn't think the maps were that large, and I've sort of changed my opinion in that they are somewhat of the size of Modern Warfare 2. It's just that the spawns are shit. Like, if you've played Domination on Downturn, which is the, New York City type map, I mean, that map is fairly large, like, for Call of Duty standards, but the spawns are so horrendous that you're just constantly going back and forth and back and forth, and I don't know if everything is just set up that way to create conflict over and over and over, and every few seconds there's action going on, which is good and bad, and I'd rather they keep the action high but the spawns a little bit more predictable. And this is actually somewhat of a demonstration of that, but I'm playing, of course, on free-for-all, and in free-for-all it seems like the spawns are a lot more determined and you can figure out where the opponents are going to spawn. I basically lock down this area for a majority of the match. I get off to a kill streak and it's really unfortunate. I die there and I start over, and I think at this point I'm like 10-2 or something like that. I'd went on a 9 kill streak and getting all my specialist bonuses, but I begin rebuilding the kill streak, and you'll see at the end it's just unfortunate. But I enjoy this game, and I think I'm just gonna play it in spurts, here and there, and not get burnt out of it, and just come back every now and then rather than play it just furiously. And I wouldn't really want to do that anyway, and I don't usually do that with shooters. But my opinion of this game is very high. I enjoy it. It's a lot of action, very fast paced, and just a lot of fun. Playing with a lot of people is pretty cool too. I haven't played too much Search and Destroy, but I'd like that to change a little bit, because Search has traditionally been one of my favorite modes, because you can really create some strategy, especially if you have a team, and just dominate, and that's really rewarding. Or when you get a clutch, I mean, that's one of the best feelings you can have playing a shooter, or that I've had personally on any shooter or any game for that matter, is when you're playing on Search and Destroy and you get the the 3-man kill at the end, or even the ace or something like that, when your teammates are dead, and it's really rewarding. I've been sniping a little bit on an alternate account, and I do like to bear it a lot, and I just need to get better at it. It seems like so many weapons kill you in like one hit or a few, like the Type 95 for instance. It's kind of difficult to be able to snipe and perform well. I feel like I do a good job, I just am not where I want to be in that sniping on my main account over and over. I used to do that all the time in the previous Call of Duties, but with Black Ops I feigned away from the snipers. The game just wasn't suited to it, so therefore now I've kind of lost my touch and my skill, and it's not as good. I'm not as good with the sniper as I used to be, and I'd like to be. So that's kind of frustrating. Other than that, I've really enjoyed the game. I want to get back up to unlocking the MP7, because in my first Prestige I wasn't able to really play it that much. I just kept going and using the classes I had already set up, and I didn't really try it out. So really, I think what I'm doing with this Prestige is I'm trying almost every single weapon. Been trying the Striker out a little bit as well, now that they buffed the shotguns a little bit, and I really enjoy every weapon. And the maps, it's not so much the maps being poor design at all, just a matter of the spawns being so hectic and so unpredictable, really. I mean, if I understand that they wanted to be that way so that you cannot spawn trap, as I'm sort of demonstrating in this video, but at the same time, you have to have a little bit in this and that where you can figure out where people are going to be. But this is the gameplay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. This has been my follow-up impressions.